Hello there, this is my 1 year and 1 month update. So I've been on Sustanon now for over a year and it's all going rather well. Very happy with the physical changes, but especially more, I would say, the mental and emotional changes too. My most significant changes are probably more to do with how I feel in myself, how other people are treating me and responding to me. So the fact that I'm passing as male, I don't think I've had any mishaps for quite a while. Usually when my hair gets longer, as it is at the moment, is when it starts. So I'll be having a haircut soon, I think. So I'm happier, calmer, a lot more logical. I think that's been documented in my other videos leading up to this. But it's definitely a journey that you are growing in yourself all the time, and I'm very happy with the direction that my journey is taking me and the direction that I'm growing. The more physical side of things is muscle growth. You might be able to see that I perhaps look a little bit more defined than I have done previously. I do work out regularly. I'm getting quite into it actually, quite enjoying it. It's nice to come home from work and get down to the gym. My shed is, I think I'm throwing out tools to fit in more gym equipment. So I enjoy doing that. Started running again as well. And the results are coming quicker compared to when I've worked out previously, when I was more female. So it's my dogs. So really enjoying the physical changes as well. Hair growth is patchy. My buttocks and thighs now have hair where previously they didn't. But my face seems to be not getting any hair. I've got a couple of hairs that come in certain locations. I shave those. I've started to try and shave a bit more regularly to try and encourage it. It's early days as far as shaving more regularly is concerned, but my facial hair just sounds a bit rougher, but there's really not much there. I'm sure it will come in time. Right, chest surgery. I was referred to Andrew Yelland in Brighton in December 2014. I now have a date of 21st September 2015. There is a slight delay with this. I didn't follow up the referral. So the referral from the GIC went in December, as I said. Apparently, if you phone the surgery, you can get a date over the telephone. Well, I didn't know that, so I didn't do that. And I had another appointment at the GIC, and I think they were a little bit surprised I hadn't had my surgery and I hadn't heard anything. So they encouraged me to contact them, which I did, and I got a date. I had initially been told June, July sort of time, so I was a little bit disappointed when it was end of September. Fortunately, I'm not big-breasted, but I am finding it more difficult now the nicer weather is here to hide my breasts with layers. I'm not overly keen on binding. So yeah, a bit disappointing, but it gives me longer, I suppose, to prepare. And now that I've actually got a date, I've got something to aim towards. What it has done for me, though, is made me a little bit more proactive about lower surgery. Because there's such a delay with top surgery, I thought, well, I don't want to go through the same thing with lower surgery. So the last time I had my GIC appointment, I started asking questions about lower surgery, and in actual fact, one of the doctors had spoken to me about lower surgery the same time I was talking to him about did I want top surgery. And when that had happened, that sort of freaked me out a bit because I wasn't ready and I wasn't expecting to be asked about lower surgery, but it did kickstart me into researching. So I've had this time to research, and so when I went to the GIC in April, I did say, okay, although I haven't had chest surgery, I'm interested in lower surgery and would like to have the phalloplasty procedure. So I've got an appointment up at the GIC on the 10th of September to discuss lower surgery in a bit more depth. So I feel like I'm being a bit more proactive with that, and word of advice to anyone, for any referral, chase it up, because even my referral from my doctor right at the very beginning, had I not followed that up, then I wouldn't have been referred for ages, because the doctor forgot to make the actual referral to the GIC. So that happened then. Obviously, I should have contacted Andrew Yellen's surgery, and they would have given me a date. So you know, I've learned twice now. It's not going to happen the third time. So lower surgery for me has been an interesting development throughout my transition. When I first started transitioning, to protect probably my mum, sorry if you're watching this, but I had to get used to the idea, but also I didn't want to give all the information straight away to people who are close to me, who, you know, might find that sort of thing a little bit more difficult to accept. And I've grown into the idea myself. As much as I feel like a man, you know, like a male, having major surgery to your genitals is a scary prospect, and I want to make sure that it's right. So I think initially, just to ease myself into it, I thought I'd go for the metatoidplasty, which is less invasive. But as time's gone on, and I've accepted that people see me as male, I see myself as male, and actually you can do a lot to be male. I think initially I'd sort of thought, well, I'm never going to be a real man, I'll be a trans man, which I don't think there's anything wrong with that. In some respect, it kept my expectations at a decent level. As I have carried on this journey, I've realised, actually, no, I am male. You know, I know people who are on medication just to be able to stay alive, or be able to swallow, of all things. And so I need to be on medication to be who I am. I'm no different to many other people, and it doesn't take away anything from them. So basically, over time, I've adjusted to the idea, and I found a website called transbucket.com. If you look it up, you do have to sign into it, but so invaluable. You can search on it for procedures. So these are surgery procedures that are taking place. So there's top surgery and lower surgery, and you can search them by procedure or by the actual surgeon. So if you're researching a surgeon, really useful to go and have a look at it. Seeing the metatoidplasty on there made me realise that's not what I want from a lower surgery procedure. So I have made that jump and that decision to say, okay, it's going to be a tough, long journey, but one that I hope will be very much worth it, to have the phalloplasty. And my reasoning behind that is, as I've just said, I do feel like a man. I feel male, and I don't want to be lacking in any way. I struggle now with toilets. Previously it was because everyone used to say you're in the wrong toilet when I was a female and going into the women's, and now my issue with toilets is that I always have to wait for a cubicle, which if the cubicle is taken, because in a lot of toilets there are only one cubicle, if that's taken, then I feel more exposed standing there longer. And I suppose there's still that element in the back of my mind. Someone might say, "Oi, you weirdo, get out the men's," or something. No one ever has. No one's ever commented to me in the men's, but I think it's just a fear brought from when I was female. So I really would like to be able to stand up and have a wee. It'd just be more convenient all round. I am quite active. I do have foster children, and I would like to be able to take them swimming and not feel very self-conscious that I haven't got something that another dad has, or, you know, so it's about having all the equipment there. So it is about looks, it is about usage. Obviously I have a partner, and there's certain things I would like to do behind closed doors as well. So all told, that's my reason for doing it, and I could have gone for the metatoid, like I say, until I saw the results and thought, no, that's not quite for me. But I think even back then I knew deep down that I was thinking about the easier option just because of a concern about surgery, but you just got to sometimes go for it, and that's what I'm going to do, so fingers crossed. Hopefully I'll have a bit more of an update come September. It's June now, so it's June 2015, 1st of June. As I said, my chest surgery will be on the 21st of September, but before then, on the 10th of September, I've got the appointment about lower surgery at the GIC. So it's all to come, so I'm hopefully going to have a good summer, carry on working out and just enjoying myself and trying to get myself prepared, ready for top surgery. So it's all good. I'm really pleased with how everything's going. If there's any significant changes, I will update you. Take care.